I thought seriously about teaching coming out of college. Instead, I went to investment banking, so go figure. But I think I would seriously consider Teach for America, which is a great program which still exists.
This is the Insurance Technology Podcast, where we bring interesting people from across the insurance ecosystem to discuss and debate technology's impact on the industry. Join us each episode for insights and best practices from industry stewards and tomorrow's innovators.
Well, welcome everyone. And today we have someone new in our hot seat. Today I am welcoming Nick Zerbib, the Chief Investment Officer at Stone Point Capital. Nick, welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
No, it's a pleasure. And as guests before you have learned, we like to get to know people a little bit more on a personal level before we kind of dive into the Insurtech interview with Reed. So today I'm going to be asking a little bit about you.
Awesome.
So first question, favorite movie?
That is an easy one. That would be Fletch, and I'm dating myself. But I think it's the only movie that you can watch 3 times in one sitting, one evening. And I think I did that as a teenager.
Oh, that's awesome. Is there anything particular about that movie that just makes it one that you can watch over and over again? Just
Chevy Chase and storyline. It's just an incredible. It's timeless. And I tell all our young folks, I make Fletch references, and then I steer them to go watch it, and most of them sort of enjoy it.
Got it. Favorite music genre?
You know, I was thinking about my favorite music, and I would say it's become classical, which I wish I had learned how to play the piano or do something enriching like that. But now I enjoy listening to that, and when I read and when I relax. Yeah. No, I feel like sometimes music kind of goes with what you're doing or what mood you're in, right? Is what your favorite comes out. So staying on the music theme, last concert you attended? This is unfortunately going to give you a sense of my music taste. I think it was U2 in like 1990. Okay. So it was a long, long time ago. My wife just recently went to see Bruce Springsteen, and I missed it. But no, I'm not a big concert goer. But U2 was a blast. I think it was U2 in Tempe, Arizona, when Bono came to celebrate the fact that we had impeached our governor, who was a bad guy, Evan Meekum. So I have actually also seen U2, and they definitely put on a great show. So we're going to switch gears, no pun intended. First car you ever drove? My first car was a yellow Honda CRX. Do you even know what a CRX looks like? Kristen, I assume you don't. You'll have to look it up. I'm going to have to go Google it. Yeah, that goes back to like 1986 or 87 or whatever. Yeah, long time ago. And then what's your current vehicle? I drive what is now a discontinued vehicle, although not of the genre that you would think. Not an antique vehicle. It's the Chevy Bolt, and I was very upset when GM just announced they were discontinuing it. I've stumped you twice now. Yeah, I'm like, now I have to go look. All right. If money was not an object, what would you be doing right now? I thought seriously about teaching coming out of college. Instead, I went to investment banking, so go figure. But I think I would seriously consider Teach for America, which is a great program which still exists. Yeah. So I think teaching would be if I were smart enough and good enough, I would try to do that. All right. And so my last and final question for you, why did you agree to be on the podcast? I love to talk about insurance and insurance technology. I have a lot of respect for for Reed and what he's done. And I think it's just a super interesting space, and it'll enhance my cocktail party discussions, because anytime I can talk about insurance, it really gets people fired up.
No, that's a great answer. And yes, and you'll have to be prepared, because speaking of cocktails, we always ask what your favorite drink is at the end of the full episode.
That's easy. You won't stump me on that one.
All right. Well, we'll leave that as a teaser for the full episode. But Nick, thanks for the time this morning. And we look forward to the full interview with Reed.
Thank you very much.